Hello, hiya, it's Kerry from Mobilates. We're just running a tiny bit late, but we'll run a little bit over at the other end. It's only a couple of minutes. We're going to get started because it's chilly and you need to get moving. So we're going to be standing, sitting. We're going to do a bit of lying down as well, and it can be on the floor, but it can also be on a bed. Just throw the duvet back so you've got a firm surface. I've even got a bit of company today. You can tell I've had heating on, because over here, just hiding away at the side in the darkness, is our cat Buffy. I don't know if she'll stick around. She may just suddenly scoot over, but let's get started. So standing with your feet a little wider, or sitting with your feet a little wider, just to give you good support so you feel balanced and strong. Who's that checking in? Hi, Jean. Lovely to see you. Oh, cold where you are. Hi, Irene. It is chilly, isn't it? It's really changed this week. Well, we're going to start with something that hopefully will warm you both up and anyone else who's here. So take your arms, cross them over, and then they come up and you go as high as is comfortable, and then out to the sides. Palms are going downwards. So if I was keeping this small, it might look like this. And if I was going big, I could really stretch out and reach out. Who's that there? Oh, another one. Hello, hello. And just reach a bit bigger. So make it comfortable for your shoulders. It's just the warm up. And then we're going to breathe in as the arms cross over and come up. And then as they go out, you breathe out. Breathe into your belly. Feel it swell, your chest too. And blow it out through your mouth, nice and slow. You can look up a little as you like. You can even sink down in your knees if you like. That's it. And if it's feeling okay, you don't feel wobbly, you can close your eyes. That just takes you a little bit more within if you can close your eyes, but you could also just gaze into the distance somewhere vague, just like when you take your glasses off if you're a glasses wearer, just so everything's just a bit blurry. Couple more like this. And then bring your arms down by your side, starting to move your feet inwards so that they're parallel. And when you look down, there's enough room for a paperback book. If you're sitting, it's about 2 fists between your knees. And then grow a little taller. We're going to have a hand on the belly, hand on the back. And then imagine just sticking your bottom out a little bit. And then pushing it under. Or you can think about lengthening your front and then lengthening your back. Lengthen your front. Lengthen your back, and it's just getting into this low part of the spine. Everybody's angle on this will be different, so some people really will stick out quite a lot and some people start more sort of straighter along here. It just depends on the shape of your back. Breathing in as you stick out a bit, breathing out when you lengthen this front bit of body, and you can feel your belly muscles just pull backwards a little bit. Last one. And then we're going to reach our arms ahead, shoulders back, and then reach one arm a bit further, like you're trying to reach into the screen, and then the other arm. And then soften your legs and start to take the elbow back. If you're sitting on a chair, you'll need to scoot forwards a little bit because you start crashing into the back of your chair with the elbow. Not comfortable. And we just bring in a little bit of twist to the spine, but it's really gentle. So it's just changing the motion, and as the legs and the hips are moving too, your heels will be coming off the floor if you're sitting. It's giving you that gentle turn without really wringing things out. And then we'll take one arm forwards, up and over, and then take that one down. The other one, if it doesn't want to go up, just take it to wherever it wants to go and go over. It can even come to your chest. Oh, there the cat goes. Bye, Buffy. See you later. So if your shoulder's painful, just take your hand over to your chest. So just go with what's right for you and let the other hand just slide down the side of your leg. One more each side. That's it, last one. And then grow tall again, just letting your shoulders have a little wriggle in between, bringing your head back, imagining a crown coming on your head. And then we're going to take the tip of our nose, and it's like we're drawing a little line up and down. So take it up, take it down. Eyes traveling up, eyes traveling down. Keep that going, and as big or as small as you want. So if you have neck issue, you might keep it really like a tiny nod. You might be able to look right up and then right down. We're challenging our balance a little bit just from our eyes moving. More of that coming up. Let's take it to the center, just looking ahead, like a reset. Give everything a little wriggle. Things are like ribbons, so your arms feel like ribbons. You can give your legs a little ribbony shake out and then grow tall again. Now with the eyes, eye rolling might be something you're really good at. So we're going to roll upwards like they're doing an arc. Think of a rainbow arc. So a little roll upwards one way and a roll up and down to the side the other way. So you're going to get a small movement in your neck and quite a lot of movement in your eyes. Now, as with all the exercises, if it sets something off that's not so nice for you, you can leave it out or you can make the movement smaller. So it might be your eyes just don't roll so high. Think, oh, I've done enough eye rolling. That's the last one. And then we'll just look ahead again. Let's take one shoulder back and then the other shoulder back. Let your feet move. That's it. Lovely. And then rest your hands around your waist. It might be like this. It might be like that. It depends what's more comfortable around your wrists. This is more comfortable for me. And we're going to take the elbows forwards a little bit. It makes it a bit hunchy. And then back, and you might find your chest just wants to puff up a little bit. Forwards, take a breath in. Backwards, breathe out. Forwards, breath in. You can feel that breath go right to the back there. And then breathing out, puff your chest up. Forwards in. Backwards, last one. Breathe out. Let your arms go down. Take your legs a little bit wider again. And then soft, swishy arms. Let your feet move. Bring some rotation in. Now, this whole class today, there's a lot of rotation, circles, different parts of the body. So see how it makes you feel by the time we get to the end. It's normally better to do a bit of something than not to do anything. So you can always just do a little bit. That's it. Making it bigger. Lovely. And then bringing it back to the center. And then we'll bring our legs in. We're going to take an arm up. It makes a soft sort of C shape. And then turn your palm and pushing away like you're pushing over a massive load of like dominoes. You know, when you see those domino rallies where everything knocks down. So imagine giant ones. Over they go. Breath in. Breath out as you push them over. Breath in. Breath out, push them over. Last one each side. Breath in. Push them over, breathing out. Breath in. Pushing them over. Now we're going down to the legs. So let's wake up the feet a little bit. We're going to just bring the knee in towards the other knee, like you're going a bit knock-kneed, and brushing the side of your foot, and then brush the side of your foot the other way. Now, if it makes you really wobbly, use a chair for a bit of balance. But imagine you're trying to get something sort of dusty off the side of each foot, and you can see Your legs sort of crossing over this way, crossing over that way. Lots of movement in the hip. Might be really small. You might not get as much as a crossover. It might be more like that. And then we're going to swap over. I'll do this one sitting. So bring your knee inwards, go onto the side of your foot, brushing in, and then brush your foot the other way. And if you keep doing that sort of swiping of your foot, it should give you the motion. You can take your foot forwards a little bit if you're sitting. It doesn't have to be quite so 90-degree-ish. That's it. It's just giving a lot of motion into the hip joint. We're going to work this a little more later. Last one. And then we're going into heel raises. So your arms might be out to the side if you're standing. They'll be on your chest if you're sitting. Heels up, heels down. Heels up, heels down. Heels up, hold it, slow down. And now, one foot back, 1 foot forwards. I'm on different surfaces here. That's going to add a little bit in. Just check that there's a gap here and you're not on a tightrope. And if you're sitting, you'll have one leg at the normal position, the other foot goes back towards the chair, and you're going up and down again. Now, your heel's already raised when you're sitting. It can't help it just because of the way the leg is, but it's going much higher. Arms can definitely be out to the sides. Gives the calves more of a workout, this one as well. And if you have issues with your feet and you struggle going up on your toes, have shoes on and let your shoes rock you backwards and forwards like that. So the weight bearing is spread, it's not so strong. And then swap over. Other foot's back, foot forwards. And you can just go into rocking if that feels more secure for you. If you can hold it with this back heel just slightly off, and then up and down. Oh, I find it harder on this side because there's more pressure going through this foot, and it's not as strong as this one, but it definitely needs the work. If you like, you can do a little arms up and arms down. That might help give you a bit of energy when you come up. Lovely. Last one. And then we're going to take it into a bit of balance, but first give everything just a little wiggle, a little shake out. We're going to take the weight into one leg. So if you're standing, I'd like you to just have your foot off the floor and then start to take your heel towards your bottom. So it might be here, it might be even tighter. If you're sitting, I want you to lift that heel towards the back and off the floor if you can, so that foot's off the floor. And if you come forwards and rise up onto the ball of your foot on this foot, that will increase the balance feeling. That's it. And then, challenge, if your arms are free, just starting to circle them. Small circles like a saucer. And then the other way. Ooh. And it could always be one arm because the other arm might be holding on to something. And then take that foot down, have a little wiggle. And then let's go for the other side. So find your balance first. Could be your foot stays on the floor, the heel is raised. Heel comes closer to the bottom if you can. A bit more, however close you can get. It depends on your knee and other things. And then, those arms could go up and down. That's it. Grow tall as you're doing it. You'll feel more of a stretch and it might make it a little bit easier. That's it. One more if you're doing your arms. And then take it down. And we're going to make our way down to the mat. So if you want to do a roll down, you've done that before, you can do that. If you just want to start making your way down and getting yourself comfortable, I shall see you down there. Take your time. Hope you're enjoying it all so far. All the circles. It's like a bit of an oiling for your body, this one. And when you get on the floor or your bed, we're going to be lying down. You might want a cushion underneath your head. You can always give it a go and take it out if you're not so keen. And And we're starting lying on our back with our knees bent. And just give yourself a moment to get everything comfortable. Clothes, they're important to get comfortable at the moment, all the layers on. Check that your head feels comfortable and you're looking straight up at the ceiling. You can take your knees and feet together and then heels out, toes out, let your knees part. And let your arms just drape open. So it might be a T shape or a bit lower. And just let your knees sway side to side, really nice and gentle. And just sway your head the opposite way. Breath in one way, breath out the other. And then come to the center and bring your knees into your chest as wide as is comfortable. Your feet can be closer, but your knees could be together or far apart. You can grab on your shins or you can grab on your thighs, wherever feels good. But I want you to really hug them in as comfortably as you can. So whatever feels good, you'll feel your back's just rounding more. It might come away from the floor a little bit. You might feel you naturally want to have a little roll side to side, or you might just want to stay really still and just pause it there. Just breathe. Whichever option you're choosing, please breathe. And then hug in a little bit more. So you keep the shape that you've made. And then we're going to hug in quite close and take a breath in. And as you breathe out, I want you to press your legs like you're going to push them away, but your arms are keeping them in. And then just relax a moment. Take a breath in. Hug in again. Feel your legs wanting to push away into your hands, but you're holding them in. Works this way as well. Breath in. Push away. And then just let the legs drift downwards, feet on the floor. Back to that soft sway. Head going in the opposite direction. And then we're going to go steady in the middle. Arms down by the sides. I'm just going to slide myself down the mat slightly. I just need a little extra room. We're going to slide the arms and legs away. So, arms are down by your sides. Let's slide one leg away and the opposite arm away with a breath out. And as we breathe in, they come back. Breath out the other side. As we breathe in, they come back. Keep going. And if you want to work a little bit harder, float the leg out so it doesn't actually touch the floor. The only thing that touches is when your foot comes back. So it's sort of hovering, like it's on a magic carpet. Couple more like this. That's it. And then we're going to put something different in. So now we're going to let one knee fall out to the side as far as you can without this leg or anything here wobbling. So keeping all this nice and still. Bring it back. And the other leg out to the side. Try not to wobble this leg. You can always just touch it with your fingers and it might help. And then we'll have a slide away. Oh, which way am I going? Opposite arm to leg. One of those. One of those. And then letting that knee go outwards. Float your arms up this time though. Just to make it a little more challenging. And then the other one. Other knee out. And then we'll have opposite arm and leg away. Lovely. And then knee out, going for the other one, starting this time. And the other one out. And we'll float one more away. And the other away. And then bring the knees into the chest again. And just take them round in circles together. And then the other way. And then individual circles, so working them like you're steering them round each hand drawing its own circle. And then swap directions. That's it. And then we're going to take one leg down and the other leg up to 90 degrees. I want you to imagine you're drawing a circle with this part of your knee. That's it. Now that might be where you want to stop, but if that feels okay,